Yo, what's good everybody? I'm going to be breaking down today's trade on NAS and also tell you guys why this sell didn't work out, and then we're also going to break down my gold setup from I think it was Tuesday. If I remember correctly, either Monday or Tuesday I took the gold setup. So we've taken two trades this week. We've had three trades. We've had one break even and two wins. Let's get into it. So starting off, we're just gonna break down Nasdaq really quick. So this was 9:30 right here, right? This big candle right here, 9:30 was the open. Let me just delete this. So when I came to the market this morning, can I replay? Let me see. Okay, I gotta renew this. Anyways, so this is all I saw, right? None of this was here. When I came to the market, I saw this. This is literally all we look for in the market. We don't need to look for anything else, especially when it's continuation. So we had a break of this high right here. Break structure. Okay. We've had this liquidity sitting underneath or right above this demand zone. So liquidity formed accumulation in this area, right? We took out all these sellers up here. We broke structure. We broke the highs. Okay. Now this was 9:31, so we had a pullback because there's a lot of imbalance. We left in the market. All the banks left because we pushed up too quick at the open. So we got to come back down to take out all these buyers in this area. Okay. That does liquidity. So price shot up, broke structure, immediately came back down and tapped into our demand zone. Just do this. Okay, so this was better than an 11R. It was a 14R. So I told you guys it was 11, it was a 14. Anyways, break structure up, broke the high, right? We left liquidity sitting right above the demand zone, which is what we look for. Price retested this low, retested this demand zone, and then flew. Simple as that. You know, it was a really textbook trade. It was simple, it was easy. And if you look, it tapped right into the fib and then shot up to the supply zone that I marked up. Now, that was the buy, right? Now if you look at the sell, why didn't this play out? Well, if you look on the 5 minute, that's also why I took this 1 minute demand zone. If you look at the 5, you could either mark this or we can mark the whole candle, whatever you want. This demand zone got tapped into, right? Right here, this 5 minute had an impulse up. We broke this structure right here, this high. So okay, we're going to have to come back down, tap back into it, and then push up. You know, we could have our TPs up here, but it's whatever. You know, we took out a 14R. I think that's good enough. You know, a lot of people can't even catch that in a week. We catch it in a couple minutes. So it tapped into the 5, right? So this is where the 5 minute was. Right before the open, this was about 9 o'clock. Price came back up. So I already tapped into the 5, right? And now we just made a 1 minute, a confirmation setup, right? So this is the confirmation entry. The 5 was a risk, you know, kind of like more of a risk entry. This is the confirmation entry that we're looking at right here. Demand zone, shot up, broke the high, left accumulation right in the middle. All these orders, people buying, people selling from up here, took out the sellers, broke the high, came back down, took out the buyers, tapped into the real point of interest, this demand zone right here, and then flew up to the upside, resulting in 14R this morning. Quick and easy. This was like a 5 minute trade at most. Now, yeah, the reason why the sell didn't play out is because the 5 minute showed the hands, right? We had the reaction off the 5 minute demand right here. And then we had the confirmation 1 minute showing us that price is bullish. Price is bullish as hell, right? So this is a very risky entry as there is a little bit more liquidity sitting above it to the upside. And we were kind of on an uptrend going up. That's why I didn't take it. So I didn't send it to you guys in the group chat. So yeah, that was today's breakdown. That was the reasoning behind why I didn't take the supply and I took the buy up from the demand. Go with the trend. You know, every time I counter trend, every time you guys counter trend, I bet you lose. So don't counter trend. Go with the flow, go with the order flow, and that's it. Now for gold, we took a setup on Tuesday. So let's go back. Now if I remember correctly, where was this setup? Let me look at my phone really quick, guys, because I got some bad memory and I do not remember where I took this setup. Gold, sell, 1018. Okay. 1653. Boom. Okay, here we go. So our sell was right here. Okay. So why did I take this sell? So at the open, right, we were trending down at about 950. We had our first supply zone that got mitigated, right? So there's no other supply zone above this. So we'll be looking at this supply zone, because is there anything above it? No. There's just wicks, you know, structure, all this BS up here, really nothing. Then we start forming actual order flow, okay? So this was the high right here. This was the low. You call it an equal low, you call it a low, whatever you want. I'm just going to call it a low. High the move, low the move, price comes back up. Tap into the 50% of the supply and then fall, right? So now I'm like, okay, the next supply that we form, I'm going to be looking for it. Take sells from. So from this move, right here, this was the high up here, and this was the low, right? High the move, low the move. Fibonacci tool. Let's delete this. Fibonacci tool goes into the 50%. Got our supply zone right here. We got some liquidity and fake structure, which means a fake high sitting right here, because the real high, the move was up here. Okay, so we go from the swing to the swing. You know, we don't care about any of this minor structure in the middle. We look at this as liquidity, okay? So price was coming back up. It took out all these sellers from right here. Tapped into our supply zone, tapped into the fib, the 50% zone. And I literally just took this sell all the way down to this low right here, resulting in a 14.8 R. And that was it. That was the breakdowns of this week. We took a break even yesterday. Okay, so we had this supply zone. I mean, this demand. I don't know why it's called supply. I was looking for the 50% mitigation. So I entered right here. And I figured, you know, this really was risky, because we already were trending up, we were already breaking highs, we were already breaking structure. So if it does come back down, it's going to continue down, and that is what happened. I entered right here at the tap of the 50. You know, we were in profit a little bit. Targeted this high right here. We were in profit a little bit, but as you can see, price just stopped this out within like 10 minutes. So I was like, whatever, I'm done for the day. You know, we missed that clean setup. There's way more setups yesterday on gold. Yeah, this one right here. This was clean as hell. Why? Because, simple. We had this liquidity being taken out. And then we had a break of this low. Come back up, retest the high, retest the supply zone, tap into the 50, fall, take out this low right here, boom, done for the day, right? So this is really simple. This is all that my strategy contains. These are all the setups that I take, all the setups and entry models I look for while I'm looking, you know, in the market on the charts. So we're up about 28%. I mean, not 20%, 28R for the week. Not bad. Not bad. This is a good week, guys. We're doing good. If anyone has questions, just hit me up. Hit me up on Discord. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up in the group chat, whatever you want. So this was the breakdowns. Gold and NAS is all I've been trading. As you can see, supply zone is still getting run through. But for psychology, what I'm going to talk about is, let me think, because I don't even have an idea yet. Psychology, still thinking. So as a trader, you're not going to become profitable until you actually hammer down your psychology, right? So you can, I talked about this on another video, but if you just focus on the technicals and that psychology part and the risk management part and the part in the plan, you know, like trading plan, you're not going to win. I mean, you're going to hit some setups, but the setups that you lose, you're either going to, you know, trail that stop loss and keep moving it, or just let the loser run. And you're also going to fold too quickly, so you're going to take out before price hits your take profit because you want to recover those losses. You're going to overtrade. If you lose a setup, you're going to get back into a stupid setup that doesn't even go with your rules. So I heard this one thing this week. I forget who it was from. I think it was from Alex G, FX Alex G on Instagram. He's part of like FIP, Forever in Profit, like Q Banks. He was saying, I think it was him. It was him or Raul. They said, so if you don't see setup, right? If you lose setup and you're looking for another setup, why take one that goes completely against your rules? You know, like why change up everything just get into that setup, right? Just because you're not seeing one, or you lost one, or you just want to get into the market, right? That goes as you miss your plane flight. This pretty much exact words he said. It really stuck with me. If you're at the airport, right, and you got a plane, your plane ticket is, you know, to like Mexico or something, right? You're going on vacation, you're going to Mexico, you miss the plane, right? You miss your flight. Okay, so why would you change everything? Why would you change where you want to go for vacation? Why would you take a plane to a different country like Dubai, Ireland, fucking Canada, whatever, instead of just waiting for the next flight to go to Mexico? You know, why go to a whole different country? That's just like your trading plan. If you don't see a setup, if you miss a setup, if you lose a setup, why change everything? Why take something that goes completely against your rules and completely against your plan? Don't do it. So that's it. That was breakdowns. 2 breakdowns for the week. 3 breakdowns, I guess, with that break even. 28R as of right now. It's Thursday. I'm gonna trade Friday. We'll see how we're doing. That was a little bit of psychology. Just let that marinate, you know, let that soak in and kind of understand what I just said. I think it was Alex G. If you want to look up on his Instagram, you'll see him saying those exact words pretty much. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm out.